Hi, good, how are you?
Caroline.
Caroline, I'm Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I am here to hopefully purchase a point-and-shoot camera. All right?
All right.
Just so you know, I am not technologically advanced. Right?
Cool, that makes two of us.
Okay, so everything is an issue to me. These are my needs.
All right.
I always carry a camera in my bag because I never know what's going to strike me that I even want a picture of it.
All right.
I want it to be easy enough that I could just point it, shoot it, video, whatever I need. But if I'm somewhere, let's say with my mom, who's 73, and I want my mom to take the picture, she's not going to say, well, Caroline, where are the buttons? What are we going to do? Something easy.
Easy. I get it. I get it.
Great quality, fun to look at because I'm a girl.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I got something perfect for you.
Okay.
All right. The Canon SD980. I'm going to pull it right in here for you.
It's pink.
It's,
Good job.
It is pink. One of the first things you're going to look at in a camera, if you want to keep it in your bag, is you want something small, right? Okay, so that's the first thing a lot of people notice when they look at this camera, is its size. I can put it right in my pocket, I can be on the go, it's not going to be bulky, it's just perfect size. Everybody's into size now with cameras. They want them small, but they want to be able to have really easy functions. They want to be able to take pictures. They just want nice pictures, right?
Right.
And you can hand the camera to anybody and it works perfectly, right? It's not a bad request.
It's not a bad request. It's a very real request.
It is a real request. Yeah. So this camera does that.
Okay.
Have you ever had a digital camera before?
Yes.
Okay. So you're familiar with the system, but your mother may not be.
My mother definitely is not. So
okay.
That's the thing.
Well, the cool thing is all you have to do with your mother is say, look, here's where you turn it on, and here's where you take the picture.
Right.
And that's all she needs to know. She's going to get great images every time.
Okay, and this does video as well?
It does do video. You didn't even mention that, but I'm glad you did because this does high definition. Now, your mother may not really be into the high definition thing, but you know what?
So. Once
she sees it, she is. Okay, do you own a high definition set at home?
Yes.
Okay, so the cool thing is you can plug this camera right in to the TV and run the signal right from here to your high definition set.
Wow, really?
Yeah, you're gonna love it. More importantly than anything, though, you want it simple, and this camera does that. This is the Canon's first touchscreen, the SD980. All right, so as we're looking at this here, you can look through. Our image comes up on this nice 3-inch screen.
Right.
Really easy to take shots. Here's your zoom right here.
Okay, that's easy.
And now, let me show you the touchscreen ability of this camera. Okay, there's a whole lot of automatic functions. There's no manual exposure functions on this, so that you could possibly mess up. All right, so no matter what you do, it's going to cover you. Right, so we can scroll through certain features, and these are all relatively self-explanatory. I mean, if you're on the beach, you've got a great mode for being on the beach. If you want to do things of fireworks, that optimizes everything. So we've figured out all this stuff so that you don't have to. And
we were just in Italy, and we were in Venice. And there was a fireworks show, and my husband was like trying to get the shots, so that's like,
it's difficult.
I wish I had it then.
Unless you have, so. All the right, you're in the know, and to set the camera up properly, you probably wouldn't get really great shots.
Right, the quality, sure.
So this has that. There's a lot of features with this camera that you may not use tomorrow, but you may use them next year or the year after that. So, really, how's it feel in your hand?
It's great, and you know what? You're going to think I'm crazy, but these are big so I can see them.
That's not crazy, that's real,
Usually I'd have to have my glasses on, like turning the wheel, but this is good.
You like the big screen?
I like the big screen. You like the cool factor?
I like touchscreen. Touchscreen is very cool. Yeah, it's very you. It's pink.
It's pink.
Yeah, and that camera comes in 4 different colors. So,
right.
If you don't like the pink, you got other colors available.
Now, is the snow, does that feature mean, like, when you get snow blindness because it's so bright, is that what that is?
Not quite. What the snow feature on this does is it optimizes the exposure so you can detail on the snow and detail on your subject as well.
So these are all kinds of new cool things then.
It's really nice. You're
a whole new world in cameras.
Love it. Yeah, well, see, the cool thing is you want good pictures from one to the next to the next. So you could be, in the morning you're taking pictures of, maybe he'll have a child someday. You'll take pictures of the grandkids.
Not yet. He's got time.
He's got time. No rushing, right? Yeah.
He's got time.
So, but it's going to come, whether you realize it or not. At some
come,
point,
I know.
it's hitting that point.
So how do you play everything back?
Well, I'm glad you asked. So here's really, all right, we've got a couple pictures on here. Just hit this one button here. It's very simple. Just hit that. And to scroll through your pictures, you can do a couple different things. You can just
That's cool.
scroll right through with your finger. You know, everybody's with touchscreen now. Everything's got to be touchscreen. And if you have one of those phones today that does all that, you'll fit seamlessly into this system. It's just, everybody, it's like the Wisp with the hands, you know. But it's very easy to scroll through them. And, you know, if you don't want a photograph in there, it's very easy to delete it off the camera if you want. So here's, now the other thing, there's 3 different settings on top here. You have auto, completely auto there, which means you don't have to do anything. If you want to get into some of those other functions we just showed you with the snow and the beach scene and all those other fireworks, that's the setting you put in the middle.
So you put it on there first, then you go there and you
yeah, that just offers you a larger palette of automatic options that, you know, may suit the scene that you're going to shoot. All right, and then when you want to do high def video, there you are. Okay. Now you don't just have high def video available on this. You've got standard definition as well. So if you you know, you don't have a whole lot of room on your card, and you know, you say, for instance, you want to be able to fit more video on there, but you don't need it high def. You got it built in here. You can set that. So I think this camera is phenomenal. We just did a show recently, and this has been one of the most popular cameras people were grabbing because it just does, it solves so many needs. It comes in 4 different colors. All right, so there's one to suit every taste out there.
Okay.
So I think this is the camera for you. It's going to do it all.
I think Christmas time.
What kind of battery? What kind of battery lift is it?
I'm glad you asked that. It's a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. So what's that mean? Well, guess what? It means that A, you don't have to go out to the store and buy batteries every time it runs out. B, the batteries last a long time. So you don't, you know, you just take it out in the morning and by lunchtime you're out of batteries. They last a long time. And
What about like shaky? Like if you're shaking, let's say you're not stable. You know what I mean? So,
are we talking about not stable, or are we talking about you shaking?
Like let's say you're I don't know. On a
You don't
boat
have
or
the
something.
steadiest of hands, right?
On a boat or something, and you're doing this.
That's
like,
something that's really unique to almost all of the Canon point-and-shoot cameras, that they have image stabilization. What's that mean? It means that, as you know, again, you mentioned, let's say you know you're not the stablest person holding a camera in the world. I gotta be careful what I say there. But this camera is going to allow you to get really in focus, sharp images, even in lower lighting conditions. And that's really where stabilization really comes into play, is in those lower lighting situations where you may get camera shake and the shutters open longer. So you'll get really nice shots that way.
Well, there's only one thing wrong with this camera.
What's that?
My daughter's going to steal it from me.
That's awesome, because that means you get to buy 2.
Is that what that means?
Yeah,
or is
3.
it 2 for 1? Can we get a 2 for 1?
I like you, but no, sadly.
Okay.